Good morning, Fit Yummy Mummies. It's Patricia here with your next yoga tip. Today we're going to do lunge, which is, I think, my absolute most favorite yoga pose in all of the world. And there's a million variations, and I kind of think it could cure just about anything. There's never a yoga class I teach without the lunge. If I only have 5 minutes to do my practice in between things, the lunge is always in there. When I do my FYM workouts, I always throw lunge, walking lunge, forward lunge, reverse lunge, split squat lunge, Romanian, one-legged, behind you lunge. The reason why it's so important is it's working to release the psoas muscle, which is your innermost abdominal muscle, that attaches to the thigh bone, deep inside, underneath the inner thigh muscles. It comes up over the hip, and it attaches to every low back vertebrae. So if it's tight, it's either going to pull you forward or pull you down into a C curve. It's going to compress the low back vertebrae. It's going to pull the rib cage down into the hips or pull the hip up. And so, a lot of us have that tendency to slump or slunch, and the tailbone's tucked under, the shoulders are rounded, the head is forward. A lot of it is a tight psoas pulling you down. And if we could lengthen that psoas, then everything else could come back into alignment. So this is my #1 favorite pose. Just to teach you the basics. Standing at the top of your mat, we're going to take the left leg back, and we're just going to start with both hands to the inside edge of the right foot. This one is a little bit easier. This is kind of a forward bend inside the lunge. It's a little bit easier because your hips are up, so there's a lot of play here, but your hands are on the floor, so it doesn't take as much strength or balance. The front knee is over the ankle. The back leg is straight. And when we're here, don't let the back leg sag. That bent knee means that it's not really stretching the psoas, you're kind of hanging into the tendons. So keep the hip lifted, but then you can scoop the tailbone under. And then just reach forward through the front knee and reach back through the back heel. And you should feel it on the front of the left hip. To come out of it, squeeze the feet together. That'll help pick up the hips. And then step the left foot forward, switch it out to the other side. Both hands to the inside edge, knee is over the ankle. What you'll notice is whatever leg is forward, that hip wants to also reach forward. So instead you can move that hip back, or move your right hip forward to square the hips to the front of the mat. And back heel is up high. We're not taking the variation where the foot is to the ground, as in Warrior One. We're going high for the lunge. This gives a little bit more flexibility in the hip, a little more freedom and range of motion. And then go ahead and squeeze the feet together, step the back leg forward, inhale, sweep the arms up, and come back down. So that's kind of your middle variation. If that's still kind of challenging for you, you can always take it down to a low lunge with the back knee on the ground, heel up, stance is a little bit longer, front knee over ankle, both hands to the inside edge. So having the back knee down definitely increases how many points of contact there are with the floor and feeling more stable. And then if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, reach out through the back heel, bring both hands up to the front leg, scoop the belly in and up, rise the torso, inhale the arms. Deepen the front knee bend as you press out through the back heel. And then you can place the hands to the floor, squeeze the feet together, step forward. So those are your basic lunges. A high lunge, you can also just do it with the hands on the front thigh to help gain enough control so that the hips are squared and eventually find your balance point here. And then reaching one arm up does great stuff for the lengthening of that side. Reaching both arms up does great things. Hands to hips help ground. Arm variation doesn't matter. Just keep doing your lunges. Back leg extends back, straight. Front knee bends forward over the knee. Definitely a great thing to do every single day. Thanks so much.